Hey guys, SSG Gaming here, and I'm here with some Crusader Kings, so let's just jump right into the main idea of this video. So, I was supposed to make this yesterday, but I had a lot of recording issues, so yeah. But here, let me just select the Independent Realms thing, map mode, and there's some frame drops here, but what I'm planning to do is just start as one of the clans of Ireland. I'm gonna start as Munster, mostly because it already has a vassal, and that just makes it a little bit easier. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start as a clan of Ireland, and then conquer Ireland, become the king of Ireland, expand I guess eastward, and then northward, if you consider this north, like Scotland and that little bit of Norway. So yeah, let's just choose this guy and then just jump right into this video. In this series, the videos are gonna be probably quite a little bit long, mostly just because I guess that's how this game is. I don't know, but it seems like there are already some frame drops, so I apologize for that. But who knows? So, right here, we have all the clans of Ireland. I'm these guys, but, so, I'm just gonna, because I bet half of you guys don't even know what this game is, so I'm just gonna introduce you to the interface of this whole game. So, on the bottom right-hand corner, we have the world map, which right here, we're in the British Isles, as you can tell. And then, those little tabs, like, above it, are, the map modes, so, like, this is the terrain map, which explains, like, what kind of terrain it is, like, I think this is flatland, yeah, this is farmlands, this is the forest, and then these are plains, so, let's go somewhere with, like, mountains, so, I guess, Norway, perfect. These are mountains, as you can tell. So, let's head back. These are independent realms. So, like, basically just shows you the, I guess, realms. I mean, pretty self-explanatory. And, so the list goes on, you know, religions, like, this is all Catholic. And then Orthodox, like, Islam. And, yeah, and Norse and stuff. So the list goes on with this stuff. Just, you know, all of the, different kinds of map modes. So, we're gonna be on independent realms for basically the whole time. And, yeah, so, in the top right corner, we have, like, the date, which I started on the earliest date that you can select. And then we have wealth, which is pretty self-explanatory, just the amount of gold you own. And then prestige, I'm just going to read out of this black box here. Prestige is a measure of your success and can be spent to carry out special actions. Prestige of each successive ruler you pay is summed up, is summed up and used to calculate your final score. And then we have this, I don't really know how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to call it, I don't know, piety, pity, I don't know. Pity's already a word, so I doubt it would be that, but let's just call it piety. Next video, I'll probably just look up what it means, but piety is respected by the clergy and especially the head of your church. Can be spent to petition the head of your church, like prestige is added to your score on the death of a ruler. So, yeah, that's just like whatever was said in the black box. And then the men size, I'm gonna explain this by myself. So, like, you own, like, a realm, right? So this is what I own. Thelmond and Armand. So, I only personally own this city. Even this guy's just my vassal, so, like, I guess, like, he's just let's just put this in the way that the United States is run. Basically, I'm president of the United States, and he's the governor of a state. That's just a good way to put it. And yeah, so I only own one little small, like, fraction of my, well, actually half of my realm. So I, like, personally own this town. I'm the governor of this town, but this guy's the governor of this town. So I only own 1/3 of what I can hold overall. And I think if you go over that limit, like, let's say I personally own this town, this town, and this town, then that would be 3. And I think if you go over it, revolts happen, or just, like, your title gets revoked from one of the random places. And then realm size, this is just like what I own, so, you know, all of the places in here, castles, whatever. And then score, so that's just the prestige and piety of each successive character you have played is added to your score at the time of their death, so yeah. And then top left here, I have me, like, this is just the, you know, just my profile, I guess you could say. And then here a bunch of tabs about what I can do. And then directly in the center, I have like, little circles, I guess, stained glass things that are little things telling me what I need to do with the kingdom. So I can press a title on this place, which means I can declare war on this guy, which I probably will do, especially, you know, his double chin, and then his son with a pedo stash. You know, those might be some pretty good targets. And then I can pick an ambition, which is basically my goal of life at that point. And then this is telling me that my son is unmarried. I mean, probably that nice bowl cut is probably the biggest reason, but... And then I'm unmarried, but let's just fix my son first, you know, get him married, because that's pretty important. So we're gonna arrange a marriage. We'll just do it with this lady. And so I can choose yes, it's everyone's concern, which I get 9 gold, which I already have 63 gold, and then I can do no, people respect wealth, which I get 100 prestige. So I'm pretty low on prestige, and it might help boost up my score. So what you gonna do? No, people respect wealth. So now I have 130 prestige. So that fixes that problem. He's now married to this lady. Can't pronounce her name because it's a Irish Gaelic name, so at least I think it is. And then yeah, so here's my son. The bowl cut boy is now married. And then I'm unmarried, but the only other woman that's available, I'm pretty sure, is my aunt, and she's an old little hag, so I'm probably just gonna, like, not do that. So, my other thing, which was the first thing, is I can press a claim. I can use a claim to declare war on these guys, and, I'm probably gonna do that because my goal right now is to conquer Ireland and become the king of Ireland. So I'm just going to start with the southern tip of Ireland and then expand northward. So, I'm going to use this title, which I can claim, and declare war on this double chin freak. So now I've just declared war on him. So yeah, we're just going to see what kind of troops this guy has. So, he has 971 and 971 men at about halfway morale, so I'm gonna raise some personal levies, and I have 930 men at full morale, so I should be able to take this guy, but who knows? His morale will probably get better once I make my way over there, but hopefully I don't lose the battle, because that'll affect my war score a lot. And war score is basically pretty self-explanatory. The total score of your war, so like if you do really well, it gets higher, but if you do really bad, it gets negative. And if you have too low of a war score, they can, like, I guess you eventually surrender. But if you get a really high one, you can tell this guy to surrender, and you can like imprison him and take over his title. Except, well, he still has the title, but he's just a vassal of yours. So let's just see the turnout of this battle. So I'm gonna speed up the time a bit, so it's just faster for my guy to march over there. So the battle has begun, and it seems that their morale gained back up, but right now it's just in skirmish mode, so let's continue it. So they're beating me pretty bad right now, but the tide of battle can change a lot pretty quickly. So right now they just have we're in skirmish mode, so they have a flank on me, so this is pretty bad, but the morale of the flank is pretty weak, and they'll probably start to die out soon. So now we're heading into melee combat. So they're just gonna wither me down, then send in some cavalry. So yeah, looks like the morale is still at a pretty low amount. And there's still a battle going on. Looks like they're beating me pretty bad, but who knows? I mean, if I lose this war, it's gonna be pretty devastating. Well, this battle. I probably can come back and defeat them, though, but still in the melee phase. It's like I surrendered. Great. So I lost this battle, sadly. Very sadly. Usually, if I ever do play as these people, I usually win, but whatever. So, we just disband that army. And then, hold on. Looks like the other lady that I could marry just died. My aunt, exactly. I can tell because of her curls, and I'm pretty sure it said my aunt, so whatever. So I'm just gonna speed up the time. Although over time, since I declared war on them, it does have my morale. I mean, not my morale, but my war score go down. But I just need to have my troops regroup, I guess you could say, because I can't defeat 771 with like the 200 people. I'd probably be able to raise, but an option, if I really can't find a way to fight these people, is to get mercenaries, but I definitely cannot afford mercenaries at any cost right now. But once we get farther into the game, I'll probably get a lot more money, and I can use mercenaries to attack people. But they're pretty expensive, but they are professional fighters, and they come in handy, so anyway, I'm just gonna let the time pass until, you know, I get some more troops raised. Happy birthday, Jesus! Alright, that was Christmas. I just had to do that. Oh no. I mean, it is Crusader Kings, so I'm pretty sure they're like pretty, I don't know, pretty religious, but if you want to use a strong term, well, it's not really that strong, but you can call them Jesus freaks, but, you know, some people don't like that. Anyway, let's see what kind of army we can raise at this point. So, 100 men, that's pretty weak. I would never be able to fight these people. We may just have this war drag on for a while. So my war score hasn't gone down at all yet. And, so a scenario happens here. A rather nettlesome neighbor keeps sending me envoys begging for money or demanding tribute. I feel rather confused about his, sorry, I can't really read right now, I don't know. arbitrary, I don't know, I'm really tired, but arbitrary ways, and I'm not sure what I should do. So, I'll send him roses, which I get 20 piety or whatever. And then nail the envoys' hats to their head, which Vlad the Impaler did to someone, actually, a Muslim, because he wouldn't take his turban off, so he nailed it to his head. But anyway, I think I'll send him roses, because I don't have much, however you pronounce it, so that can help me in the long run. I can use it to execute prisoners and such. So, I'm just gonna sit here for a while until my war score just starts dramatically decreasing, then start raising troops, which hasn't decreased at all. So, in the, hold on. Alright, that's kind of weird. Having extreme. My beloved nephew, Conchar, I don't know, is concerned that he's still not married. So, I really don't think there's anyone else in the kingdom I can get married to, and so, just say, and here I was hoping he'd take the vows. But what I'm thinking is, possibly, we can consult someone from another clan. Just gonna see if this guy has any daughters. No. See if this guy has daughters. No. This guy has daughters. No. Dublin, no daughters. Kildare, no daughters. This guy, no daughters. This guy, no daughters. Ulster, no daughters. Sorry. Tyrone, no daughters. And this place, no daughters. So, looks like no one has a daughter anywhere, and this guy won't be. He just has a bunch of sons, so. And why I'm looking for that is because I kind of want to make an ally right now, because this war is not looking too good, which is kind of disappointing, but possibly let's get the King of England, see if he has any daughters. So he has a couple like 12-year-old daughters. This one's 14, so in 2 years maybe I can marry her and stuff. But then it'll be like a joint family, I guess you could say, combining of families. And this guy will appreciate me more, the King of England, and all of England, hopefully, will appreciate me more, mostly because we are related. So let's just keep the dates, like, rolling, and hopefully a year will pass. The letter arrived from my Nelson neighbor not many days after the astonished envoys returned home. He was most grateful and deeply touched by the red roses. I said, I told you so. They finally came to good use. I don't know, I just do I told you so. So it gives me 20 more piety or whatever, so, you know, pretty useful. So, just let like a year pass. So it seems like this guy's morale pretty dramatically decreased, so I'm just gonna raise an army. 277 men, that is pretty bad. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do with this war. So, seems like close to a year has passed and there's been no increase in war score ever since the loss of that embarrassing battle. So I introduce you guys to Clans of Ireland, well, and who I'm playing, and which is Munster, if you can tell already. And so, yeah, I think that's it, guys. So, you know, till next time, see ya.